We turn to more big news out of my free state of Florida from last night. Trump-backed Congressman Byron Donalds has officially secured the nomination to be the next governor. And Donalds has frequently warned that his opponent, this guy David Jolly, is a Trojan horse, and he is for socialism. Now, he may not pay his DSA membership dues, but look at this. Jolly seems awfully happy to be running alongside that radical socialist that we were just playing in our opening monologue, that woman that's running as a Democrat, Angie Nixon. Take a look.
Let me ask you very simply, will you campaign with Angie Nixon?
Look, I'm going to sit with Angie. And Angie and I have been campaigning for a year in the same room. She's been everywhere. She's a fighter. She leaves it all on the field.
Oh, sure, I'll campaign with the Marxist socialist. Keep in mind, back in 2025, this is what Angie Nixon had to say about Byron Donalds and President Trump. Quote, "Never thought I would see the day when a grown black man would call a white supremacist daddy." Wow. Talk about vile and vicious and mean and cruel. Well, that pretty much takes the cake. Here to respond, Republican nominee for Florida governor Byron Donalds is with us. I'll give you a chance to respond to that, but overall, you know, you have been telling everybody that Jolly is a phony, that Jolly is really just trying to hide. It's sort of like when we saw AOC on the Sunday program go, we don't really believe all the things we were saying. That was woke 1.0 crazy. So the polls show that their wokeness is not gaining them traction, so they'll deny who they really are, get elected, and then try to enact what they really believe. Am I wrong?
No, you're absolutely right, Sean. The reason why I say that David Jolly is a Trojan horse for the Democrat Socialists of America is because he still thinks it's okay to steal the puberty from young kids. It's only he and the WNBA and Angie Nixon who thinks it's okay for boys to be playing in girls' sports. These are things that Floridians do not believe, that we opposed. But, Sean, there's more. This is a guy who said that Anthony Fauci was right and Ron DeSantis was wrong. When Ron DeSantis opened up Florida, David Jolly packed his bags and went to Pennsylvania, and then he was on MSNBC criticizing Florida, criticizing Ron DeSantis for how he managed COVID. And now he's announcing his plan for property insurance. It's a complete government takeover of insurance in our state. That's socialism, that's socialism, Sean. And so that's why we believe that he is a Trojan horse. He will bend the knee to the radical left, and that's not what the people of Florida want.
You know, I've known you, Congressman, for a long time, and we've been friends a long time. And, you know, one of the things that I really admire is you always go back, and I think these 8 years of Governor DeSantis have been really special and have really separated Florida from the rest of the country. And it's brought in more money, more people, more jobs, more opportunity than ever before. Wall Street South is bigger than Wall Street in New York City. And you always say, I am going to build off that success and acknowledge it. You know, that's something you don't hear a lot from politicians, and I give you a lot of credit for that.
Well, thank you. And look, Ron DeSantis has done a great job leading our state. And now it's about solidifying those wins and taking it to the next level. And so we have a situation where David Jolly says that he wants to apologize to the world on behalf of Florida. He wants to go on an apology tour, similar to Barack Obama wanting to go on an apology tour. Well, in Florida, Sean, we are not going to apologize for being the best state in America. We're not going to apologize for being a common sense state that backs the blue and has free markets and limited government. It's what separates Florida from these other states. The people who have come to our state, we have many people who are multi-generational, like my wife. She's a 6th-generation Floridian. But, Sean, you know, a lot of people from New York and New Jersey and Illinois who are fleeing those states. They left those states for a reason. They do not want to see Florida become New Jersey or Connecticut. They want Florida to remain free. And as their next governor, Florida will remain the free state of Florida.
Well, it's very, very important. But I do think that Jolly's being a little more cagey. He's trying to hide his true beliefs. And every bit of progress that you're talking about building on will disappear. I want people to know that's how important your race is to the state of Florida. Anyway, Congressman, we wish you luck. And yes, I did vote in the primary for you and Ashley. So there you go. All right.
Be sure to like and subscribe for all the Fox News latest on YouTube and catch full shows streaming now on Fox One.